come in and say bukkake all day. The definition of bukkake is something with a hole and making them all swallow your nut. And then you turn around and be like, grab balls, my balls. And you talking about you love that shit. The only people who love that shit is weirdos. You feel me?
The satanic people.
Yeah, chomo. It's an obvious job in this.
Fucking weird guy.
Yeah, he weird as fuck. I'm saying people that say that, they're the type of guy. They don't do that. You're a weirdo too. If you know that. You know? Talking about you, Mr. Bukkake guy. Bitch, you a weirdo too.
Know a few niggas looking at him. Like,
Yeah, looking for him, dog. Looking at him, not looking for him. Right.
know that.
Obvious chomo. You say bukkake, that's the bukkake time when it's football time, and then you'll be like, grab cock and balls. My cock and balls. I'll be like, yeah. Get away from his chest. It's time. Weird ass bitch. Just fucking weirdo.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline.
Tweeted already.
Speculation is ramping up, Greg, with the deadline approaching. As a player, how do you handle being involved in these trade rumors?
You know, Kevin, some players take it a lot harder than others. But really, look, it's out of your control. You just focus on what you can control and play basketball to the best of your ability. And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's McKee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Here's Cage. That's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Here's McKee. Lays it up off the glass.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Passes to Cage. Smith with it. Overdone. Smith, no line. Here's McKee. Pass to Van Horn. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And the 76ers with possession.
I was trying to shoot it, that's why.
Van Horn, the pass to McKee. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Van Horn. There's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
It wasn't even close in their last.
fun now. Never there.
Matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
Roberts is checked in for the 76ers.
Second team foul.
Clock at 6. Down low, here's Dunn, sweet move, and the layup is up and in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson with the screen. Here's Cage. Rebound by McCullough. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Roberts. To the wing right side. Van Horn. And the 3-ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. The shot. No good. Great D that time for McCullough.
You're supposed to keep running.
Roberts looking for an opening. Here's the pass to Buckner. Here's Roberts. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Buckner, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Timberwolves trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So he gets them both. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Cage passes to Jackson.
That's 3 seconds.
Rebound by the 76ers. McCulloch's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Van Horn, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You got to play ABC
Play,
textbook
and
basketball.
you can see they're gathering momentum.
So if I see
You know, they
something
need
going
to stay
for
aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this
no
opportunity.
stall.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
The nigga getting mad at. You can say, bro, they got no stars. I got no stars neither. You should probably take that. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying on the game.
On the game. Okay, the player.
Yeah. Like, that's what they say. Like, they got no stars. How the fuck they up? They got no star too. Like Kevin Garnett out. He hurt. So when I see that, I bench Allen Iverson Nielsen for me. Every game, whole game. They take away 3 timeouts a half. At half, bro, they're like, oh, 3 timeouts.
Every game lose 9. Yup. So, every team lose 1, so that's 6. Yeah. Right?
At halftime, they take 2 days.
So that's you can lose after 4.
3 to 4, yes. Fourth quarter, they take another one, 2 fourth quarter. Go. Fourth quarter, they take 3 timeouts. Only on the third, fourth quarter, they're like, now you can only have 3 timeouts. It's a different ball game, fourth quarter. Even if you ain't using no timeout. You can't hold fourth quarter if you tell them they wanted to go. It's a different ball game. That's why they be like the fourth. I made songs about the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. It's la 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 la.
Oh, that's the pass to
warming
Decker.
up.
On the wing, Jackson.
Well,
Nice
not
ball
me. I'm
by
doing
Minnesota.
I got 17 up. They warming.
Here's
They still
Cage.
warming up.
Coming in off a
Oh,
10-point
you
game
gotta
his
do
last outing. And
Yeah.
that one is hammered home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And White Jansen, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn.
Full respect.
Takes it off the glass. Van Horn's got 8.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Yes, we do. They got no power.
Inside. Here's Smith. Some
yeah.
solid defense from Dorton.
Go,
Here's
go. I
Philadelphia.
see you. Go, keep going.
They're on a 16-5 run.
That's a
And
foul.
the
That was
rejection
ugly.
by
What you
Jackson.
doing? That's
And
why
it's
you
out of bounds.
go.
They say it was last touched by Jackson. And now
Oh,
let's
ugly
take a
as
look
fuck.
again at that incredible rejection.
Nigga shot a fade.
Boy, and that'll give him a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
Taylor's checked in for Jackson. Here's Snow. Pass to Van Horn. It's up a 3. The rebound by Cage. Cage has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Norris. And here is Taylor. Smith scanning the floor. And there's the pass to Cage.
Nice, one.
One-on-one fast break.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And the 76ers making a change here. Russell's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 11. Stevenson kicks to Milicic. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Snow against Stevenson. Kicks to McCullough. Passes it to Snow. Doherty with the screen on Stevenson. Snow against Stevenson. Goes up again. Here's Buckner. Pass to Snow. Stolen by Decker. He kicks to Stevenson. Over Buckner. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Snow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Russell gets it to go.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Milicic. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Taylor passes to Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. Milicic kicks to Decker. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The 76ers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good ones. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Brooks comes in for McCullough, and Parker subbed in for Buckner. And the Timberwolves with possession here, trailing by 13. Outside, Taylor. Pass to Decker. The pass to Cage. Parker with the steal. Stolen by Stevenson. Over Snow. Stevenson can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Jordy with the bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And the Timberwolves call time.
First quarter I had in a while. One of this game, we called 1,000 timeouts.
Dunn is checked in for the 76ers. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in.
It's a star, you see.
Stevenson against Snow. Edwards kicks to Stevenson. To the paint. Here's Taylor. And that time, also a missed shot.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Russell finds Brooks. Here's Snow. Clock at 4. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. Got a piece of it, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
The man was wide open, bro. Man, come sit down, dog. Go sit down next to the first one.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 15-point game. Stevenson against Snow. Stevenson can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. To the middle. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first. Roberts is checked in for Snow.
Longest first quarter ever.
That one misses.
He just broke free throws.
The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Roberts. Passes it to Dunn. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
They still in single digits.
1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. Inside. And Dunn with the slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all
Bob,
the
they're
momentum
down
early
only
on.
by 4 or 5.
Now, here's Stevenson. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Bulls, that's for sure. They need this one. Shot by Taylor, no good. The 76ers leading by 17. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. Brooks outside. And it's Roberts, top of the key. 5 to shoot. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And with the lead, I would... like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Cage. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Roberts. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. It's stolen by Taylor. And so it's Philadelphia holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Philadelphia leading by 18. Here's Roberts. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Norris. 5 on the clock. Stevenson outside. Here's Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Roberts. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And done with the slam.
Chemistry at its best. That unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Now, here's Stevenson. Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Edwards with the screen for Stevenson. A step-back shot here. And the shot falls short this time.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
For Philadelphia, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Norris. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Smith. Over Buckner. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Roberts. Here's Dunn. Oh, and the dunk by Dunn.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Norris. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Passes it to Stevenson. Now here is Smith. Over Buckner. Brooks grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Edwards. Nobody near Stevenson. And too long on the shot.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Lobbed up there for Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Philadelphia making a change here. McKee's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Jackson, he's checked in for Edwards. Here's Norris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stevenson outside. Overdone. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Stolen by Stevenson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Trying his luck from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Stevenson. And Van Horn pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. McKee the pass to Brooks. Here's Norris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Can't hit that one. The 76ers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And here is McKee. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Milicic. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Dunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's McKee. Defense right on him. Pass to Van Horn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Keith Van Horn taking 2 shots.
first one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Stevenson outside. Overdone. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-4 run. A key with it. The pass to Van Horn from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Passes it to Norris. Here's Milicic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Done again, Stevenson. And no good. The 76ers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Back to McKee. Pass to Van Horn. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Stevenson dishes to Smith. Pass to Norris. Stevenson outside. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Stevenson again missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
To the left side wing. Here's Van Horn. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now the pass to Stevenson to end the cold streak. The shot missing. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Done with a screen on Stevenson. Passes it to Van Horn. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Milicic.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Norris. The baseline J. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Dunn's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's McKee. Pass to Van Horn. Shoots from the corner. Buries the jump shot. Van Horn's got 6 here in this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end. Always in attack mode.
On the wing, Stevenson. Dunn covering. Outside for Jackson. And the pass to Stevenson. From beyond the arc. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now McKee. Pass to Van Horn. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Van Horn's got 17.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Norris. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Buckner. And here is McKee. Lobbed up there for Dunn. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So both teams making some changes here. And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Pass to Cage. Right side Taylor. Shoots over McCulloch. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Buckner the pass to McKee. They set the pick. There's the drive. Here's Dunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Philadelphia, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. Doherty's checked in for the 76ers. Snow comes in for McKee. Frazier, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. That shot wide open. Cage has got 5 now.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
It's stolen by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Cage. Dunn covering. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Snow after the basket by Minnesota. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Cage gets the bucket. 7 points in the game. 1:25 left in the first half. Dunn with a screen on Frazier. Lobbed up there for Dunn. An emphatic LU jam.
He's a fantastic facilitator. He could virtually run a team in his sleep.
Here's Cage. He has 7. The shot, no good. Nice D from Russell. Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Snow. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Dunn with this screen on Edwards. Here's Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Parker's checked in for the 76ers. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Snow. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one's good. Parker.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Down low. Here's Taylor. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And so it's Philadelphia out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Snow. Feeds it to Russell. Stolen. Here's Cage. Jackson, a screen on Parker. Here's Cage. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. McCulloch's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Snow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The 76ers have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. That free throw, no good. Roberts is checked in for Snow.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. The pass to Norris. Just 5 to shoot. Smith kicks to Jackson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Jackson's got the first field goal of the second half for Minnesota.
And you don't really expect that level of passing from Smith, but he makes the right choice there.
Here's Roberts. He feeds it to Parker. The rebound by Cage. Cage has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes to Norris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Here's Roberts. He dishes it to Doherty. Can't get it to fall. Doherty's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Cage. 7 points in the game. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Roberts finds Russell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Here's Norris. Pass to Smith. To the paint. Shoots from 12. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Roberts. Out to the right wing. Rebound, Minnesota. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jackson, a screen on Parker. Norris. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Roberts. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the 76ers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And seeing where the 76ers are, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
And stolen by McCulloch. Inside, here's Van Horn. That one goes. Count it.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Minnesota making... Some changes. Taylor's checked in for Jackson. And it's Darko Milicic in for Smith. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Now, here's Stevenson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. McKee with it. Kicks it to McCullough. Back to McKee. The pass to Van Horn. And the rejection by Milicic.
And getting his timing just right on the rejection. Milicic making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Now, here's Stevenson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Now, McKee. Passes it to McCullough. Back to McKee. Pass to Van Horn. Lets the three fly. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Decker passes to Cage. Stevenson outside. Pass to Cage. Taylor inside. Defended by McCullough. Count it. Taylor's got 8 points.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think. They're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Stevenson kicks to Milicic. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And here's Decker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's a good screen. And it's Stevenson missing. 76ers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's McKee. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. McCullough dishes to Dunn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The 76ers have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. No good on that one. Minnesota making a switch here. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Decker with it. On the wing, Stevenson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Now here's McKee. There's the pass to Van Horn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
For Minnesota, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Stevenson against McKee. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now here's McKee. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. Here's McKee. Dishes it to Dunn. Over Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, fifth team foul. At the line for your 76ers.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for two.
Both good from the line that time. The Timberwolves shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Taylor trying to end the drought. Rebound by McCulloch. The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's McKee. The pass to McCulloch. Back to McKee. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. McCulloch against Stevenson. McCulloch no good. The Timberwolves shooting it disastrous. 25% from the field so far. Edwards with the screen for Stevenson. Rebound by McCulloch. McCulloch's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Philadelphia shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now here's McKee. Dunn with a screen on Stevenson. McKee the pass to Dunn. Stevenson outside. Another miss by Minnesota. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here's McKee. Pass to Van Horn. From the arc. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Stevenson against Doherty. To stop the drought. Stevenson can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining.
McKee against Porter. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
So it's Minnesota now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Stevenson kicks to Edwards. And a wide open look for Porter. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And Philadelphia calls time here.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Brooks checked in for McCulloch. Buckner comes in for Dunn. And it's Snow in for McKee. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And it's Brooks in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Brooks has got his second bucket tonight.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Norris. 5 points in the game. 50 seconds left to play in the third. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. Snow, the pass to Brooks. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Norris. He's covered by Snow. Norris, the pass to Edwards. Here's Norris. Back to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Boy, Joe Smith making that dunk look routine and elementary. He's got some pretty good ups for a big guy.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Timberwolves shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Frazier. Misses off the right iron.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Pass to Edwards. The kick out to Frazier. Pass to Porter. Now Smith. On the wing, Porter. No one covering.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Buckner, good.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Porter. Back to Frazier. Shoots the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Doherty's got his 5th rebound in this one. Snow against Porter. Here's Snow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A defensive stopper. Eric Snow's #1 job out there, making things difficult for the opposing team's best perimeter player.
And so Snow nails both of them. Here's Cage. Edwards with the screen. Cage passes to Edwards. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. And so Brooks will bring it up for Philadelphia. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Frazier against Snow. And it's Brooks in the corner. Knocks down the 3 ball. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Cage. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Frazier against Snow. Doherty with the screen on Frazier. Snow the pass to Doherty. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Minnesota making a switch here. Milicic is checked in. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Cage passes to Guy. On the wing, Porter. Doherty defending. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Cage. Here's Milicic. Nice D from Brooks. For Philadelphia, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Doherty. Back to Brooks. Dishes it to Doherty. Out left to the wing. And the 76ers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Let's now take our opportunity to check out our player of the game.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Just 3 to shoot. Inside. It's stolen by Frazier. Down low. Guy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Minnesota. Guy. 2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. 76ers shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, just a picture. Perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Here is Porter. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Passes it to Milicic. 4 on the clock, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
76ers ball.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. Russell, a screen on Frazier. Here's Snow. Here's Russell over Frazier. Again, Philadelphia.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Porter looking it over. Cage passes to Goff. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got his first 3 points of the game. The 76ers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Brooks, the pass to Snow. To the paint. Here's Doherty. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Here's Cage. Leans inside. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Snow, the pass to Brooks. Snow against Frazier. To the inside. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. From deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. That one falls. Milicic has got his first basket.
Milicic doing a nice job throwing his weight around. Perfect positioning on the offensive glass.
And the 76ers call time here. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Roberts. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Frazier, he doesn't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Roberts. Frazier covering. Here's Roberts. 6 on the shot clock. And done with the slam. The Timberwolves shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Cage. Dunn covering. They get it again. Here's Milicic over Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at 7 feet tall, the size of Milicic poses matchup problems, which is why defense is fouling.
The 76ers making a switch here. McCullough's checked in, and he sinks the second. The 76ers have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. There's the screen. With the drive, here's Dunn, and he converts the layup. Dunn's got 12 points in just the second half.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now Decker. Pass to Cage. And stolen by Dunn. To the wing on the left. Here's Roberts. Back to Dunn. Here's Norris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Smith comes in for Decker. For Philadelphia, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Here's Roberts. To the middle. It's deflected. Dunn. He kicks it to Roberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And it's sent back by Russell. Throws it up high. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel.
simply seeking out his teammate.
Cage passes to Smith. A fadeaway, and it goes down 2 points.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
And it's Roberts with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. There's the pick. Over Norris. Here's Dunn, and another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom! The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Buckner. The feed to Roberts. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now the pass to Milicic. To the paint. Here's Edwards. The dish to Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And, you know, Smith is very capable of playing both forward spots as well as the center position. And the importance of that kind of versatility, boy, you can't underestimate it.
Brooks checked in for McCullough. Minnesota also with the sub. Stevenson's checked in. Here's Roberts. .127 left to play in the final quarter. Russell, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
For the 76ers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity. With the wins piling up on the year, this will make it now 61 total.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
Smith, the pass to Norris. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Smith kicks to Edwards. Passes it to Norris. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Roberts. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.